So this is the area where we need to sandwich our keeper in between. So the keeper has a rounded edge that we want to see on the front and a flat edge. So what we need to do is slide it under there from the flat edge. So put the flat edge to the back of the leather and slide, slide, slide until you get to there and go in between. And now we've made a lovely classic metal buckle detail. So we can pop our last screw in there and wind it on by hand. And tighten that up. Now we can add the other part of the strap that has all the holes nearby. So all we need to do is to wind or thread our strap through, choose one of the holes for now, pop the pin in and then slide the leather through this keeper, which keeps everything flat when you're wearing your bag, so it's not flapping about. So now that our strap is done, we need to slot the ends through the back until we get under there, and then we can add our screw. So we do it this way around. You might just need to decide which way do you wear your bag. So what side do you want to see the buckle on? Is it the left side of the bag or the right side? You can do it either way around. And so we do it with the back of the leather on the same side as the front. So we don't do it that way around. We do it this way around. It looks a bit strange, but it's because of the way it sits on the body. So you can feed that part of the strap through, and this part, again, we can add our finished side of the screws through here. Let's work on that side for now. So we should, on the inside, see the coloured part of the strap. So you should see the right side of the colour. And then we can slot them over the corresponding screws. It's all measured exactly for ease of crafting. We can pop those screws on by hand. And then we can tighten them up. You can try it on, you can check that your strap's on the right angle for you. So maybe just test it temporarily, just to check the buckle's on the side you want it to be. It works on either, it doesn't matter. It'll still work just the same. And our last two screws now, I'll pop them in. I always use Chicago screws because you just get a really beautifully finished detail. And they're easy to do instead of like hammering rivets. You can do them on all types of different angles. It's just a more expensive and premium rivet, these screw versions. Other rivets tend to be cheaper and thinner metal. These are all solid Chicago screws, so it'll last an incredibly long time. And because it's also stitch free, you're not going to have any stitching coming loose. Stitching perforates leather, so it often makes a weak point, so having products with less stitching makes them last longer, makes them stronger. And with this premium hardware, you should find that your product lasts many, many years. And also, now that you know how to make it, you'll also be able to repair it and really keep your product for a long time. So that is how it should look on the back. It looks like that you can see the back side of the leather because that will sit against the body, so you'll just see the colour. So now we can close our bag, and that is our finished satchel in a really classic style, inspired from vintage camera cases, and in your choice of hardware and leather colour, depending whether you've gone for brass or silver. And you may have also personalised your kit, so you'll also have a unique message on if you chose to do that. So here you can see the silver and racing green version, and also the brass. So the silver and racing green gives you a bit of a brighter look, but the brass gives you a more traditional look. So thank you everyone, and I hope you enjoyed making your satchel.